At first, when I realized that I was a drug addict, an alcoholic bum, uh, the first thing a person does like that is they automatically grow 1,000 fingers, which point to everyone but themselves.
Drug use and things like that isn't so frowned upon in this environment as it is, say, working for the city. It's not like you're going to lose your job if you fail a piss test playing in a band.
As every good addict knows, well, if one glass makes you feel good, 2 glasses are going to make you feel great.
Advans, amoeba pills. It was ridiculous. It was everywhere.
I believe that I let my friends down, Josh, Kenny, and Johnny. I believe that I let the fans down. And thirdly and lastly, I let myself down. When you're under the influence of drugs and alcohol, and you live in a basement apartment where, I was truly fucking psychotic. I thought there was a black octopus coming out of my fucking toilet. And I took a sledgehammer and I smashed that fucking toilet. The amount that I drank on stage was directly proportional to the amount of people we were playing to. I believe it was in Denmark, where we played to 130,000 people. And me, I had to torture myself more by saying, well, that's 260,000 eyeballs. That I have to amuse like a clown, like what am I here to amuse you, to impress you, I drank 12 bottles of wine. I drank 4 bottles before, 4 on stage, and 4 afterwards. The situation has to be right for this monster to rear its ugly head. And I just never realized that by quitting work for Parks, it gave this demon, well, I summoned this demon up.
If you finally get to play the Garden, what do you do? Oh, I played it once, I'm done. Okay, I did. I fulfilled my duty. No, now you want to play it again and again and again and again. It's an addictive thing. It's, you don't want it to end. Why the hell you think you drink so much on a goddamn record? You drink, you have fun, you have a great show, and then the show brings you up to 10, you're living on 10, and then you get off stage, you want to stay on 10.
What drugs and alcohol really took away from me was passion. And since I've been sober now about 6 months, I'm starting to feel things again.
Not everybody, obviously, creative is. Glenn doesn't do anything. He drinks champagne once in a while. You know what I mean? And there's guys like me and Peter, just from too far.
I developed heart problems. I developed liver problems. I've never had a stroke. I've never had a heart attack. And as Mark Twain put it, rumors of my death have been highly exaggerated. I feel at some point, the rock and roller should say, maybe I should step down and because it's not rebellion anymore. Rock and roll is a sonic tantrum. That's but if you can have all this Greenpeace rock and everything's beautiful, and man, you're in for a fucking wake up call because there's an asteroid coming with your fucking name on it.
Here it is, 2010. We're still here. And it doesn't seem like, I don't get the impression that we're a nostalgic act yet. Before you get on stage, you think, this really could be the last one. This is it. What do I do now?
The wheels are always falling off the bus, man.
Somewhere in this nightmare, there was the American dream that was lived out.
Because somebody down here likes me. Remember, the devil takes care of her own.
If someone say, would you do it all again, start right from the beginning? Abso-motherfucking-lutely, I would. Why not?
I guess my all-time favorite bassist was Geezer Butler, and we were fortunate that we were on tour with Black Sabbath, and I must say that they were like every band we've been on tour with, Pantera, Queensryche, Motley Crue, Danzig, they've all been very nice, but Black Sabbath, you know, they were very, dare I say, dapper, you know. They were really cool, and I remember they had catering, and I mean, you all had to take a tray and, like, you know, wait online, and for the lunch lady to slop down, you know, the mystery meat. And I was on the food line behind Geezer Butler. I'm like, I can't believe, you know, I'm on the food line behind, you know, Geezer Butler, and it was really weird. And I met John Entwistle, and he was very nice. I met Gene Simmons. He was nice. We were supposed to do a tour with Deep Purple, and I don't know, something happened. We got an offer that was, like, better for the band at the time, and I had met Roger Glover backstage, and he goes, "I know you. You're that guy from Typo Negative. You canceled the tour on us. Why did you cancel the tour?" I said, "Well, I was afraid that you would find out that I had stolen all of your bass lines." So the only other bass players that I'd really like to meet, I believe, would be John Paul Jones and Paul McCartney. I mean, there are others, but I'd be satisfied with meeting the big five, you know. A lot of songs have to do with sexuality, and there was always a huge female population, and so the temptation was always there. I've had, you know, death threats, and, you know, my response is fine. You know, you'll just save me a bullet. Go ahead, do it. I don't care. When I did that stupid Playgirl thing back in '95, we had a signing, and I would open it up. Hey, I know that dick, you know. And one time this guy and like the band sitting next to me, you know, signing typo stuff too. And so the guy hands me the Playgirl thing, and I tilt it, and fucking cum drips out from the fucking middle right onto my lap. And the band saw it, and they like just fell over in their chairs, and I said, "Can I have a napkin, please?" You know. Yeah. I was kind of good natured about it. I didn't appreciate it, you know.